September 10th, 2022. I am feeling called to share some things. I want to share some poetry. It's been a while. Right now I am staying in the downstairs unit of my friend Emily's house. I'm very blessed and I'm very grateful and fortunate to have friends that love and care for me and look out for me and help me during these times that can be really difficult. And very grateful to Emily's parents for offering me this space as well. So I want to share, before I share some poetry, I want to share just a little background on what I'm going through, what I went through, and what I'm looking forward to. So, man, it feels redundant to tell this story again, but I got out of a relationship last year, around October, November, and I was out without stable housing for 4 months. November, December, January, February, March. Yeah. I was lucky enough to be staying with my best friend Nico. But I was so grateful, but I also felt really bad, and I really wanted to be able to give her space. And I was also extremely depressed after my breakup. I was drinking a lot. I was so lost, just feeling so lost every day. And I finally ended up finding a place in March, and it was a process to get this place, but I finally got it, and I moved in. I didn't really know any of the people I was moving in with. Maybe I knew one of them, like, as an acquaintance that I had met at social gatherings or whatever before in the past, but didn't really know him. And yeah, I moved into this spot. I ended up helping one of my friends move into this spot as well. And everything was cool. Everything was beautiful. I was starting this beautiful garden in the back. I was building community. I had a space of my own. I was writing poetry. I was getting back into my routines. I was feeling hopeful for the first time in a long time. It had felt like, because those 3 or 4 months were absolutely brutal. And I was without hope for a long time. But I was coming back to myself, and it was awesome. I had chickens. I enjoyed my roommates. We were starting to build what I thought was a cool relationship. And that's where I was at. And that was around the beginning of May. This first poem I'd like to share is in regards to one of my roommates who came into my room in the middle of the night without my permission and sexually assaulted me. And I wrote this poem minutes after he left my room. And yeah, never shared this one with the public. but I'd like to share it now. So May 9th, 2022, 2:40 a.m. My body invaded became the same breath I exhaled to keep from living. I am the burden that set the house on fire. Came home for water. I was so thirsty before. Let me crumble up this confusion and toss it. I'd rather be bold and as dumb as possible, to be as confused as possible, to run up to the situation so impossible and find an impossible solution to this confusion. Burden me less. Then find me outside, coiled in snake tight, and be in my backpack until I open up to tell you, yesterday was confusing, let's go inside and love ourselves. A warm meal, and every fork you ever ate with lines itself against the table and offers peace. So this was in May, a few weeks before my birthday. So after what had happened, I pretty much immediately left the house. I tried confronting this roommate with the physical repercussions that I was experiencing because of what had happened, but really just didn't receive any acknowledgement, and it was so demeaning, so fucked up. And so this was a couple weeks before my birthday. Pretty much left that same week. I left that next night, but came back every so often, could get clothes or whatever it may be. And then I was out. I was out before my birthday on May 31st. I was completely out by like the first week of June, all of my stuff, maybe the second week of June. And that was it. And I've been without housing since. I've had wonderful people help me. The majority of the time, I've been lucky enough to have friends house me, and employers, my nanny families. I've stayed in my car a number of times as well. But I'm gonna be going on a trip soon, and I won't have to worry about not having housing, because when you're in a different country, you just don't really have a house, and that's cool, and that makes it okay. And it's been so tough. This has been so hard, but it's getting better, it's getting easier. There were moments when I wanted to give up so bad. I wanted to walk in front of a bus. I thought about driving my car off of bridges. Like, I would be driving and it would scare myself now to think about how willing I was to just put my foot on the gas and not let go. But like I said, things are getting easier, things are getting better. And it feels good to talk about it. And so then this happened on May 9th, and then my birthday came, and I'd love to share my birthday poem. And so I think I'll do that. So this is my birthday poem for May 31st, 2022. I broke my heart again. I'm 14 again. I'm in my cardboard box. I'm 4. I'm barely talking. I walked for my first time. Just gave up milk. Just found myself. I'm 24. I'm lost again. I'm capable. I'm unmotivated. I'm crawling. I'm 4 months. I'm hating the past 4 months. I'm meaning to put everything on the shelf. I'm meaning to write you that letter to mean nothing I've said. I'm still holding my own hand. I cross the street. I'm angled and rigid, I'm cold, and then I'm your little heater, I'm your daughter, I'm trying too hard, I'm green eyes, I'm some girls, I'm no one, I'm altered, I'm wearing the dress you bought but had no one to give it to, I'm wearing the ring I swore I'd give you, I'm 34, I'm wearing this skin as protection, this soul is heavy, I'm tired, I'm stretching, I'm laying down, I'm 44, I'm growing pains, I'm surrendering and I'm never going back. Over the hill and under my bed, I'm over my head hanging. I think about hanging. I'm small, I'm smart, I'm insignificant. I can't hold this conversation, my feet are wet. Hang myself out to dry, come up for air. I hope you die soon. Hope I do too sometimes. Don't take this seriously. I'm 74, I'm onset dementia, I'm bundled in blankets, I'm naked with a stranger, I'm laughed at by nurses, I'm turned over and cleaned and tossed and tilled, I'm new earth, I'm compost, I'm on my way to my next body, I'm coming from my old body, I'm in the place with no bodies, I'm here forever. And with that being said, I would love to share my birthday poem from last year, 2021. Which is much shorter. So, from May 31st, 2021. With a painful stomach, I am sitting, pampered in city perverts. I am birthday, screaming 6:06 a.m., held by the gate between that generation and this. Wet my toes, I am spring water, as clean as dirt, a possibility with no decision. I am open as I am coating my throat with meaning. Lavender and caffeine, childish and laughing, or afraid and small. I like myself best when I'm gluttonous for love, shamelessly cracked in the heart, and everything pours out. Everything I am, soft and palpable, thick and tangible, touches the bottom of the barrel and reaches for the top. And yeah, I noticed that I referred to having wet feet or wet toes in both of those birthday poems. Don't know exactly why or what it means, but yeah. And then I started writing a poem last night, September 9th, and I did a little bit of editing today, September 10th, 2022, and I think I would like to try and share that one as well, although I think it's still under construction, so let's see here. I'm patient for some things. I'll take everything you've said, turn it into a poem about the very sidewalk I'm walking down. Let syllables name me heaven, pull out distraught but not in person. She clams up under perfect vision, 4 eyes staring into this prison of love and loss, cross paths, mixed messages, sent the star-crossed into the desolate, the valley, this internal desert. I climbed the mountain, and on the other side I saw an army of every person I knew. Above them, my feelings about them. Below them, red soil. I opened my mouth. I swallowed each existence. I left my body, became the mountain, became the becoming. Every person I knew, a mountain, and on the other side, my feelings, an army of red soil. I opened each existence, left my eyes below my body, swallowed up every desert, my mouth a valley, star-crossed every heaven, sent paths across this prison, every vision you said to me, a poem about walking. It left me desolate, wanting faster legs and a break. And that's it. That's all I want to share with you. And now we're at just about 15 minutes. And yeah, Marissa in the future, If you're watching this, I love you. I'm very proud of you. You are tougher than a nickel steak. And don't ever forget where you came from and how far you have gone. Your path only continues to grow. And to anyone else that is watching this, thank you. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, keep it real, y'all.